Hi everyone, my name is Anna and today I'm going to be teaching you about numbers and counting in English. I'm going to say out loud and write down the numbers in English, so if you want more time to see something, make sure you pause the video and then press play when you're ready. First, we'll start with the basic numbers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 is the first number that has 2 digits. 1, 2, 2 digits. There are 9 more numbers that have 2 digits starting with the number 1, and this is how you say them. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And then once the first digit changes to a 2, we call those numbers the 20s. See how the first digit here is a 2 now instead of a 1. So then we're going to add all of our basic numbers to our 20, and this is what we'll get. 21, 22, all the way up to 29. Then, if we change the first number to a 3, that number is called 30. And we can also add the other basic numbers, like to make it 31, 32, and all the way up to 39. Numbers starting with a 4 are called 40. Numbers starting with a 5 are called 50. Numbers starting with a 6, 60. Numbers starting with a 7, 70. 8, 80. 9, 90. And then once we get up to 99, we get to 100. 100 is the first number that has 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. And here it starts with a 1, so it's called 100. We can add in these two places all the numbers that we saw before. Here are some examples. 114, 133, and 179. Then once we get all the way up to 199, we get to the number 200. 200 is still a 3-digit number, it just has a 2 in this first spot. So that means that each basic number that we saw before has its own 100. 600, 800, 400, 900, they all have their own. So now it's time for a quiz. I'm going to hold up this piece of paper and I want you to pause the video and try to write down and say out loud each of the numbers that I've written here, okay? Then you can play it when you're ready. So, the next biggest number that we're going to talk about is the thousands. So, we know that 100 is our first 3-digit number. So that means that 999 is our last 3-digit number. So what happens after we get 999 is 1,000. That means that it's a number like this one that has 3 digits after it. But we can fill in these 3 digits with the numbers that we already saw. So remember, each basic number had its own 100, each basic number has its own 1,000. We have 4,000, 7,000, 3,000, 9,000, and even 10,000. So if we want to combine all the different numbers, we have, here's an example, 3,582. Remember we first saw that 2 as a basic number, then we know about 82, 582, and now 3,582. But remember when we saw the numbers like 50 and 60 and 70? We can also make thousands out of those. So this one, as you'll notice, it has 3 numbers back here and then 2 numbers up here. This one is called 50,000. So we're just putting together the word 1,000 for these 3 zeros and 50 for this number up here that we already know. So this is 50,000. Then we can get even bigger with numbers like this, 500,000. There are still 3 numbers back here and a couple more numbers up here. So we know this as 500, and we know 3 numbers there means 1,000. So this is 500,000. So that's all we have time for today. And I encourage you, if you want to learn more about numbers, to keep watching this video and to understand how to say them and write them in English. Thank you.